Hi, everyone, and welcome back to On a Water Break, the podcast where we talk about everything you and your friends are talking about at rehearsal on a water break. In this week's episode, we have a special one for you this week. We're going to find out what made Ashlee say,
I think it's happened before where they haven't. You're not supposed to do that.
And why Jacob said,
because they are going to look for everything, literally everything. Every comp you do, every solo you do, literally everything.
All this and more on this week's episode of On a Water Break.
8 off the mat and go. Welcome to On a Water Break, the podcast where we talk everything marching arts. Everyone, bring it in. It's time for a water break.
Hi, everyone. It's Nicole. We have a twirl-tastic great episode for you this week. We're going to be talking about the pipeline from Twirler to color guard and vice versa, the audition process for college twirlers, what you need to know. We'll be talking about the 2025 National Baton Twirling Championships in Daytona Beach, and much, much more. But before we see who's on the sidelines, go and subscribe on your favorite listening app, write us a review, and share it with a friend. If you have a question or a good topic to talk about, email us at onawaterbreakpodcast@gmail.com or find us on social media. You can DM us if you want to be on the show. We even have a form you can fill out if you want to be a guest. So just check it out. The link is in our bio. So Ashlee, we're going to see who's on the sidelines, and it's Ashlee. Hello, how are you?
Hey, it has been so long since I've been on. I can't even remember the last time I was on. So I'm so happy to be here.
So I have you dubbed as our resident twirler turned judge that also does color guard. That has been going, that has been going. So it has been a long time. What's been going on in your world? Catch us up.
So I think the last time I was on, my indoor guard group hadn't even gone on yet, and that was like February, I think. So they had a fantastic season. They finished out really well. They just do like local shows. Like it's pretty much just for funsies and like to have them be more developed and all that good stuff. I've been judging like every weekend since then. My parents.
Oh my goodness.
So
yeah.
Like a 3-for-1 kind of thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
We had band leadership auditions at my high school. So that's really exciting.
Okay. All right. So is this your breath time? Like,
yes, I have a 3-day weekend with no plans and I'm so excited.
Turn that phone off, girl. Turn it off. Well, I'm happy to have you back on here. I mean, like we would do episodes all the time together, and now it's just like, let me grab you because it's a twirler episode, and I want to make sure I get all my terminology right, and you can get in there too. So I do want to take a minute just to talk about some episodes that we do have coming up and some content that we have coming up. We just put out the Matt Harloff episode. Everyone's really diving into that. We have an episode that we just recorded about how to protect yourself from scammers when buying equipment on social media. Huge. And then we have one that just came out today with Jace Peoples, and he's the author of the book called Twirl. And it's a YA, young adult book. But you should read it. It's about color guard. Anytime there's a book about color guard, I grab it up because I can probably fit it in both hands. But please grab that. But again, we're going to talk about this. So we have a very special guest this week. And Ashlee, since this is your expertise, do you want to go ahead and introduce them and get them ready for the next segment?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Our guest is coming from Ohio. They're an Ohio State twirler, and they keep us entertained with their many dance, twirling, and funny TikToks. Please welcome Jacob Cline.
Hey guys, it's so awesome to be here.
I love that you're here. I do. I've been watching your TikToks, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
So before we get too into this, we need to get to know you first. So we have to do your 32 count life story. So as you may or may not know, we have a feature called the 32 count life story. We'll give you 8 off the mat, and then you're going to tell us everything that's happened from the day you were born to right now. Are you ready?
I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, so to start off, I was born on Christmas Eve, so that's already a great start to my life, I know. So flash forward basically to my schooling career, I was very involved with my school. I did FFA, student council, student government, marching band, musicals, really anything you can think of. I was in it all. I was a drum major for our marching band, which allowed me to go to Ohio State to be in the D row for the Ohio State marching band. And then I switched into comp twirling, and now I am the Collegiate Mr. Major of Ohio and the United States Twirling Open Collegiate champion. So it's a pretty crazy journey.
Like 32 counts to the last second.
We've not had anybody do that
like that before.
Wow. So you did talk about just now, you said something about you're the Mr. Tell me your title again.
Yeah, I'm the Collegiate Mr. Major of Ohio. Yeah. And
Now, how long has that been going on for? I've never heard of it.
so it's different with each state and depending on their state competition, but basically it's held at the Arnold, which is a sanctioned event. So it's open to all the twirling, like different like NBTA, USTA, TU. And they've had it for quite a bit, but it kind of fell off because there hasn't been a lot of guy twirlers. And now that they're kind of bringing it back, they were able to do it this year. And it was such an amazing experience. And we were able to do it from all the way from like the juvenile level all the way to the collegiate level. So it was a really good experience.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
So is there, I mean, like, I don't hear about a lot of male twirlers. Is that something that's becoming bigger and more popular now?
It was kind of, I feel like it's always been like an on and off thing. I feel like it really when twirling kind of became a thing, and like I feel like the early like the Urso, it's kind of went early later 1900s, I would say, is when it became more popular. There was a decent amount of male twirlers, and then I feel like it did kind of have a fall off, but then like everyone kind of came back up, and I feel like it's now getting more popular, like having more guy twirlers. I'm starting to see a lot younger male twirlers, so it's great to be kind of like an idol for them to look up to as well.
Yes, that's really, really awesome. I love seeing the little boys and at the competitions. They walk up, like when I'm judging, they walk up to the lane, they got the biggest smile on their face, or they have absolutely no expression. There's like no in between.
Yeah, there's no in between. They're either locked in or they're not, and they're ready to go.
When you were in high school, you said you were in marching band. Were you in the Guard?
I was the actual drum major for my high school's marching band. So yeah, I've actually personally never played an instrument in my life. I've only ever twirled instruments and sang musically. So I've never really done much with that. But with my high school's marching band, I was actually our first drum major since like the 1960s. I was able to bring it back, and we were able to bring it back into like the OSU type of drum major twirling. And then that led me to go to OSU and be in the D row for the marching band.
Dang, your pipeline is awesome. I love this. I love this story. Oh, wow. We're going to dive into so much more with you, Jacob, but we are going to go to a commercial and we'll be right back.
Celebrating its 25th anniversary, Guard Closet was founded as a consignment shop in 2000. Since then, it has grown to become your one-stop shop for the marching arts.
Do you need consignment uniforms and flags for your color guard, marching band, or drumline? We have thousands of sets of consignments in stock and ready to ship.
Do you need show design and custom choreography? Our designers have years of experience in the marching arts.
Do you need to sell your items and clear out your storage areas? We take in more than 600 sets of consignments each year and return hundreds of thousands of dollars to our consigners for their sales.
Do you need to have your students order shoes, gloves, and other equipment? We can set up a microsite for easy student ordering of a wide variety of items.
Do you need custom costumes or flags? We can help get you great designs from our team through top vendors like Show Day Designs.
Have you listened to our podcast On a Water Break? Weekly episodes and bonus content keep you entertained and informed with what's going on in the marching arts.
For over 25 years, Guard Closet has been here to help. Check us out at guardcloset.com or follow us on social media.
Okay, everyone, we are back, but we are going straight into the news. Well, I have the first news of today, and I got this through some of my work channels because, well, Jacob, you don't know, but Ashlee, you do know. I work with a lot of different companies that work with marching bands and color guards in their uniforms and things like that. But I also judge, like you, there is a new database that's out there, and it's called the Instructor database. This is the most comprehensive collection of marching arts professionals worldwide. They can provide listings and the resources for nearly every single style of marching arts. They said they're here to help like-minded individuals and companies. Also, if you're looking for something, so if you want to find an instructor or a designer for your program, are you a judge looking for gigs for the season? You can join this list of our comprehensive database of marching arts professionals and find new opportunities. So, of course, when I got this, I was like, oh, this is great. I'm going to go ahead and do this. But I also went ahead and signed up. And here's the difference too. And hopefully, and it's new, so maybe this is something that'll be, tweaked upon, but like there is a place that you can click on after you've made your profile, because it's just like, I don't know, social media for the marching arts, but there you can leave a review for someone on there. So like if you worked with them, you can leave them a good review. I'm hoping no one would ever leave a bad review, but it sounds like a good, right. And I mean, that's the first thing I know. That's the first thing that my head went to. And I was just like, oh, this is great. But it's not just for like marching bands or anything like that too. I'm like, if you're a twirler and you're looking for a judge, or for, an instructor. And I know they have that on is it USTA, right? USTA?
Yeah. That's one of the organizations. Yeah.
Okay. So, and that's the only one I've gone to before, but I know that you can find it on there. So I feel like this is for everything, that you can get into, and it's, fairly new. So please go and check that out. The website is called theinstructordatabase.com. Ashlee, you got some news for us?
I do. Mine is for USBands. They're looking for event staff because they will be conducting over 80, you heard that right, 80 contests over the fall season across the nation.
Yeah.
So we need some help, and you better go sign up because that's a lot of events. That's a lot of kids. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of time and money, and they're going to need all the help that they can get. So if you don't have any plans for the fall, maybe you're a band parent that your kid is not in band anymore. You maybe just miss the band environment. You need to go back and it's like free ticket for a free show. Come on.
And they're everywhere. They're literally in everywhere. Texas, Maryland, everywhere. Also, I don't know if you know this, but USBands has started to do a show style and traditional category now. That's one of the shows that I will be judging. And so in lots of different states, you have a lot of schools that do that style. They don't do core style.
Yeah.
So now they do traditional style. So they can actually go to those competitions that the other schools go to.
That's really cool.
And compete. That. Yeah. So go volunteer. Help. Jacob, you got one for us too?
Yeah, I do. The final news that I have is the Team USA has been selected for the 2025 IBTF Championship. Basically, with the championships, nearly 400 of the nation's most talented baton twirlers basically go to something equivalent to the Olympic Games, and it's called the World Technical Baton Twirling Championship. And there's also a thing called the Nations Cup and other sort of world championships as well that are similar to that. These championship games will be held August 2nd through the 10th and is it Toronto, Italy, which is a pretty crazy experience. I know, that's absolutely crazy. Yes, absolutely. But you can easily go follow Team USA on Facebook and Instagram, and basically just a huge congratulations to all the team members. You can easily go see famous twirlers such as Colin Schuschler, Byron Anderson, and other amazing twirlers like that. It's a pretty crazy experience.
Yes, my parents actually judged the qualifier for IBTF. So they went down to South Carolina and did that whole weekend there. They got snowed in, they got stuck, they couldn't fly home.
Oh my God.
But anyway, now, like as a judge now, like knowing who's on Team USA and like if they happen to be at the competition that I'm judging at, I get like so excited to see like how they've improved from like the beginning of the year, because that was in January, I think the qualifier was something like that. And then like watching them all the way up through August I'm so excited to see like how they all grow and perfect their routines even more than they already are.
Yeah.
So do they keep the same routine from like January until August?
They should.
I would hope so.
People change it?
I mean, there might be like things in it that change, but like the routine that they qualify with should be the same one that they compete with. Like if it's like a rhythmic that you have like with your own music, it should be the same thing. I think it's happened before where they haven't, but you're not supposed to do that. But anyway.
Jacob, have you ever auditioned for any of these, like the USA team or anything like that?
I have not yet. So I just got into my twirling journey, like competing. I've only been competing for like a year and a half now or so. So it's kind of, it's really new for me. So I haven't really had the opportunity to compete and do that, but I'm hoping to within the next few years with training and hopefully getting to that point. But right now I'm pretty heavy within like my collegiate stuff, which is a little different. That doesn't qualify for Worlds because not every country has like a collegiate level type thing that they do. But collegiately wise, I'm hoping to do pretty good this year at nationals. So.
And so your teammates, do they also compete as well?
Yeah, I have a few teammates that do individually. I'm personally the only one on our team going to nationals this year due to like injuries and sadly things of that sort. But our team also does compete at nationals, like as a whole group as well. So we do have some soloists, but we also have opportunities for the entire team to go as well.
Wow, that is very cool. I did not know all this. I'm learning so much right now.
Are you going to NBT nationals or USTA or both?
I'm doing NBTA. I'm more heavy with like NBTA stuff. I have my regionals in June, so that'll help me qualify.
Cool, awesome.
Well, I love this. Right now, though, we're gonna take some time. It's time for your Peak Travel Tip of the Week. It's brought to you by our sponsors at Peak Travel, helping you navigate your next adventure, whether it's across the country or just to your next competition.
Hi, everyone. It's time for your Travel Tip of the Week with me. I'm Beth with Peak Group Travel. If you're doing a special performance on your next tour, make sure you contact the venue to be sure of everything that's included. Things like electricity, chairs, stands, lighting, and maybe even large percussion instruments might not be included. So make sure you check before you leave in case you need to bring anything on your own. Don't forget to like and follow Peak Group Travel on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And be sure to email info@peakgrouptravel.com when you're ready to start planning your next performance tour. This is Beth with Peak Group Travel and your Travel Tip of the Week.
Ready to elevate your travel game? Welcome to Peak Group Travel, the ultimate adventure creators. Whether you're planning an unforgettable class trip, a once-in-a-lifetime parade experience for your marching band, or a choir tour full of memorable performance venues, Peak Group Travel handles it all, so you can focus on making memories. From breathtaking international destinations to amazing adventures right here at home, Peak Group Travel customizes every journey to your vision. We're not just planners, we're your partners for the trip you want for your students. Our online registration portal makes managing your pre-trip experience smooth and convenient. We even collect your payments if you'd like. Picture it, effortless planning, unmatched experiences, and smiles that last long after the journey ends. That's the Peak Group Travel difference. And if you choose to partner with Peak on your next tour, and you mention that you heard about us on the On a Water Break podcast, you'll earn a $100 trip credit. Discover why groups everywhere trust Peak Group Travel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and be sure to visit peakgrouptravel.com today. You pick the date, and we'll make it great.
Okay, everyone, it's time for our 60-second tech block.
60-second tech block. 60-second tech block!
We're going to keep all that in. In this segment, one of our hosts or our guest clinician is going to be put on the spot to deliver a nonstop 60-second tech block on a topic that just needs some serious attention after the last run. So our special tech this week has come prepared with 3 topics they think they can talk about for 60 seconds straight with no hesitation, no pauses, just pure technical gold. Okay. So this week, obviously, Jacob, we've put you on the spot. We're going to pass the mic to you. Jacob, you said your best topics were 1, how to prepare for college twirling auditions. 2, the difference between drum major baton and twirling baton. Or 3, stealing the spotlight from your other teammates on social media. Okay. Which do you think, or what do we think that Jacob should do?
I'm kind of feeling the first or the second.
I know. I'm leaning towards.
Is there an option for both? Both.
We don't know if you can talk that fast. I'm leaning towards the how to prepare for college auditions too. How you doing? How you feeling with that?
I'm down for that. Jacob, how about you?
I think I can do that.
Okay. All right. You got your water? You're good?
I might need a quick chug.
There we go. Get it in.
Okay.
Without the break in.
I think I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. So Jacob's ready. Ashlee, can you pull up 60-second timer on your phone?
I got a mirror screen, but it says 60 on there, I promise.
Okay, got you. All right. So here we go. We'll give you 3, 2, 1, and then you are off on to the races. All right.
Gotcha.
Ready, set, go.
All right. So I would basically like to break down twirling audition into 3 steps. I would break it down into presentation, your performances, and basically just videoing. When I want to start with presentation, in college twirling, you're a performer. You're literally performing for crowds upon crowds upon crowds. If you're sitting there like you're competing and you're just straight-faced, what's they look for in that? So that's my biggest tip, is to like perform, really like expose yourself to the audience. And then I want to go back to like performance-wise, that goes to practice. You need to practice. There's no time. I have a dirt spot in my yard, literally yay wide, of just me doing spins, tricks, and everything. You gotta practice. And lastly, with the videos, video every single thing that you do, because they are gonna look for everything, literally everything. Every comp you do, every solo you do, literally everything. You need to video it all. Face, present, be fun, and video.
Right, I kind of sidetracked. I was like, oh crap, 5 seconds.
That's cool. I mean, that's very much like there's a huge parallel to from twirlers to color guard. When you said, your dirt patch in the backyard, I had one too. It never grows back. You just remember.
Nope, it's been there for like 3 years now. It's never growing back.
Yep. So that's awesome. Okay, so all right. I love that. Ashlee, how did you feel about that? Did you get some information?
For sure. The presentation thing, like, I feel I have said this like so many times, so many people. When twirlers get into college, their presentation, it's like you've unlocked a new level. A new character's unlocked. The level of presentation that they're able to do because they're having fun, it's not competitive, is so mind-blowing to see like them just blossom into this new performer.
Yeah.
I would totally agree. Like that's my highest score on every scorecard is always my presentation. They're always just like, your energy is amazing. And honestly, to me, that's what counts. Being able to have fun and doing what you love. I just love it. I can't get enough of it.
I believe it. From watching your TikTok videos, you seem to just love performing, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it's not when you're spinning or when you're dancing or when you have your dogs in your videos.
I
Oh,
know, my dog.
oh,
My little dog, Ellie, we just got her literally like a few weeks ago. Just straight got her from Petland.
Just a
I
baby.
know. Baby, she was born in January, so she is just a little baby. I know. And then I have my dog Shadow. He's a flat-coated retriever. I got him from the pound a few years ago. So he's also my little baby.
I request, I mean, obviously I would love to see more twirling and you know what I mean? Just keep those coming. However, I request more doggies.
I'll get you some. I'll tag you. I'll tag you in one to make sure.
Perfect. Oh, you've just been so happy. Oh, awesome. All right. So since you've nailed that, we are going to go to our next segment now, and it's time for our gush and goes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It is time for our what are we doing? I'm so sorry.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
It was such a solid 60-second tech block that I just lost my mind for a moment. So don't worry. Hopefully someone out there got that tech advice that they needed and they can use it later on or when they're getting ready to go on audition. But now we're going to switch it up. So it's time for everyone's favorite what are we doing? So this is the part of the show where we let loose a little bit or maybe a lot, depends on what you're going to talk about. So you have a chance to rant about something in the marching arts or in the twirling world that doesn't make sense. Maybe it's a tradition that needs to go. Maybe it's a habit that performers can't seem to break. Or maybe it's just something that you think, hey, why aren't we doing this? Or why haven't we done this yet? So whatever it is, it's your moment to call it out. Who's got something that they need to get off their chest right now? Ashlee.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, what are we doing?
Specifically in the twirling world, I'm going to call us out for a moment. What are we doing not catching every musical cue that the music is like every note, every rhythm, every whatever?
Yeah.
I find myself, I don't want to say bored, that's not the right word, but sometimes I find myself just thinking lackluster of the routines that I'm watching because compared to Color Guard, like everything is so musical and like the ups are ups, the downs are downs, everything is so planned out and it makes sense. But it's not always like that in twirling, I feel like. I don't know if that's just a regional thing by me, but I feel like I would love to see a lot more musicality and emotion when everyone's performing, like with facial and body quality.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that because like I said before, I love entertainment. I love people who perform and not being able to really show your emotions through the music rather than performing with the music. I think that's what some twirlers are like losing. They're just thinking, oh, they're just going to play the song and you need to be in the song. Like you need to be in that music and really like show your twirling through that music and just have that emotion. And like as like a crowd member, I kind of agree with you. Like I wouldn't say I'm bored, but like I'm just not entertained. Like I'm not locked in with you when I see you twirling. And so that's where I think I totally agree with that. I think people need to just let loose a little more, just really enjoy it and just express themselves. I think that's what it lacks is just the expression and the emotion.
I also feel like we need a better understanding of music, like educationally, like
I would
composition of it and
yeah, I would definitely say that too because I would like I said, I came from I never played instruments and stuff of that. So just being able to also like understand music and just how to rhythmically get into that with it and know when the beats hit, know what count you're on rather than choreographing it just with the music, choreographing it to count and actually hitting it on this count. I think that also makes a big difference because I do find a lot of twirlers, they make the routines off of the music and they don't make it with counts. So they're like, oh, when this part of the music goes, that's when I do this trick, but they don't count it. It's not like, oh, I do this trick on beat, 4 or 5. Some people do it on, oh, I do it when the song says this word. Yeah, so
is it the beginning of the word? Is it the end of the word? Mm-hmm. Y'all hear that? You're supposed to be counting.
Yes, always count. Always count.
I am dead. Okay. So, Jacob, this is going to be your time now. So, what are we doing?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna call out my own university here, but OSU, what are we doing not having twirlers on the field? What are we doing, guys? We do not have any sort of majorettes or anything on that field. And whether it's with the marching band or the spirit squad, we're not out there. There's not a lot of people that even know we exist, which is pretty sucky. I'm not gonna lie. Like low key, it's pretty sucky.
So you all don't perform with the marching band when they go out?
Nope. We do nothing
What?
with them. Yeah. Yeah. It's surprising. We're like one of the we're one of the only like D1 like schools that does not have any sort of like twirlers with their marching band. But it's due to our marching band being so traditional. And I would say with me kind of, having my experience being in the marching band and then also going to our comp team, like I know there's ways that we can get in there, but for some reason OSU just isn't putting us in because we're not, I guess, the hype right now. But they are recognizing us. We have been getting a little more popular on social media, and so OSU is starting to recognize us. So praise up for that. But it would be really nice to get onto the field someday.
Wow. Because I always look at like the other schools that have, well, the ones that have their majorettes stick out a lot to me. And I mean, stick out as putting them on the field, like Arkansas or Alabama, Yeah, you see them. You see them.
Yeah.
And honestly, I see you all, but like I don't see you on the field. And I really didn't bring that correlation together until you just said something. Oh, I see you. Put them on the field, please.
Yes, yes. Yeah, literally.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I guess it's my turn. What are we doing? Honestly, I'm going to have to turn my what are we doing to drum corps. Okay. And this, I'm probably just calling myself out, but what are we doing getting packed for drum corps only like less than 48 hours before you have to leave? And you're literally putting, yeah, I know. You're putting your whole life into a bag for the summer. And the bag is empty as we sit and speak about it, because I'm looking at everything that needs to go in the bag right now.
You pack up your life in 48 hours.
Hey, that's how I got really good at eat, pack, load. So I can do that in 5 minutes. But we're going to get into it. Awesome. Well, good one. Yay. Well, now we're going to go into our gush and go.
Great job, everyone. Set your equipment down. Gush and go.
Okay, so now we've gotten that off our chest. And honestly, that felt like a good rant. It wasn't a bad rant, but it was like, hey, this is, I'm hoping we are giving everybody the information that they need right now. But now that we have gotten all of that off our chest, now let's go to some positive energy. And I feel like I've got like positive patties all in this room right now. So we're going to rock this one. Welcome to your Gush and Goes. This is a chance to shout out something awesome that's happening in your life, marching band related or marching arts related. Maybe you're excited about a performance, a student success, a big life event, or something cool. You just want to be super braggadocious about it. So no negativity here, just pure, unfiltered hype. So who's got something to gush and go about? Ooh, I will go first. Since I just talked about how I was like, oh, I haven't packed yet. But I'm super excited because I'm going on tour with Academy and I'm actually going to be working with the leadership as well. So this is going to be like a completely different summer from last summer, almost. Still working with the color guard. I'm the consultant / advisor for the color guard, and I'm going to be working with the leadership as well. So we're going to, first 3 days, it's nothing but like leadership and the drum line. So we have 3 different like blocks that we're doing, and I'm excited about it. I haven't been on this side of the drum corps yet, so I'm getting to see something new.
That's so fun. Yeah, that's awesome.
You'll be working with Ricardo, right?
Yes, for the second summer.
That's so exciting.
I know. Okay, who got something next? Jacob. What do you want to
I think what we'll talk about is just like my platforms kind of like getting up there now with like my twirling videos and just being able to expose twirling right now to like newer people. I know just recently I've been able to kind of blow up a little bit on TikTok with twirling and dancing and things of that sort. So being able to expose the fact that there's twirling and also a male twirler at that, I've already gotten so many people wanting me to help, their younger boys get into twirling. So I just think that's just an amazing experience, being able to be a part of like this journey of hopefully bringing in more male twirlers into this amazing sport. So that's I'm so excited for that.
I'm happy for you. And I can just tell that you love it so much. So like, honestly, the joy of what you shows like through you and when you're actually twirling. I have to remember, it's not spin, it's twirl. Color guard is spin. Oh, okay.
We do spin under our batons. So, I mean, technically we do spin in it.
Ashlee, what are you gushing about?
I think I'm gonna gush about my new color guard captain for this upcoming year. Her name is Bella. She went to an amp spin clinic a couple weeks ago. Was totally overwhelmed, but learned so much stuff. And I literally get videos from her at least 5 times a week. Just like, look what I did! Miss Ashlee, look what I did! Last week, I got a video of her doing a toss illusion under a flag. I was like, okay, period. I didn't even teach you how to do an illusion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, though, Back in the day, we're saying back in the day when I was spinning that's how you learn. It's true, though. Laugh out. Go ahead. That's how you learned how to do those tricks. You had to you had to do it in the backyard in that dirt patch and then get hit in the head a couple of times. And it's just like, you're not going to, you don't have like, here's count 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just like, here, I'm going to watch it on my VHS tape and then I'm going to run outside. And I'm going to try and do it. And yep. So
love it.
Great. What grade is your captain in?
She's going to be a junior in the fall. So she's like 14.
Wow. Yeah. So she's got like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I am so excited. I mean, skill wise, it's incredible, but her leadership skills and just her passion for the activity is, I've never had the opportunity to have a student that matches my kind of energy and my passion. So this is really special for me.
Right. You're doing something right, girl. You're doing all the things
Absolutely.
Right. Yay. Oh, yay. Good. Perfect.
Hey, it's called Gush and Go, not Gush and Stay. Let's go.
You guys, this has been a really good, rehearsal this week. This is a really good episode. I want to thank you both for a very good rehearsal. Jacob, it was just fun to chat with you. Just tell us or tell the people where they can follow you.
Yeah, my Instagram and TikTok is both my name. It's jacob.cline.161. And then you can just follow me on Facebook. It's just my name, Jacob Cline. Klein is spelled Cline, by the way. I know some people use K's and things of that sort. But yeah, so that's just where you can find me.
Awesome. And Ashlee, my sister in twirls. We will get together again soon, but please rest yourself this weekend. Enjoy that extra day.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Awesome. All right. So if you have a question or a good topic that you want to talk about, email us at onawaterbreakpodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on social media. DM us if you have a question or if you want to be on the show. We even have a form that you can fill out if you want to be a guest. We love having people on the podcast. Check it out. So check our link in the bio on your social media, or you can just take your phone out and you can make a video and send it to us. You might even just find yourself on the podcast. One more thing, don't forget that we have a YouTube channel. So now you can go and subscribe and you can see us all there. So also, last thing, before you close out your podcast listening app, please go and subscribe, write us a review, and share it with a friend. You can follow us on social media at On a Water Break, and we'll see you at the next rehearsal on a water break.
The On a Water Break podcast was produced by Jeremy Williams and Christine Reeves. The intro and outro music was produced by Josh Lyda. To learn more, visit lydamusic.com. And until next time, thanks for tuning in.